We are recording.
Are we recording?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, I just need to.
You're just gonna go on your phone quickly first.
Yeah, I've got. It's an important text.
How is it going, Mr. Nostalgia Nerd? Peter, how are you doing?
It's good. Everything is well. Everything is hunky dory in this lockdown time.
You are now adhering to a very strict timetable with the other people who share that office to make sure that there is no overlap. Am I right?
Yeah, literally. Did you know gaming aren't even coming to the office anymore?
Oh.
And so they're working from home entirely. And me and Stuart Ashton, we rarely come to the office anyway. But we come somewhere frequently, but we don't really overlap.
You come about once a year and film 2 years worth of content, don't you?
I try to do that.
No, but you come at weird hours. You're a bit of an owl.
Yeah. Well, working in the day is just horrible because there's just people and I don't like getting up until about 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So,
do you like the silence and the peacefulness that's associated with nighttime?
Yeah, it's so much easier to work at night because you haven't got emails coming in. You've got less social media noise. There's less people about. It's quiet, and you know that there's nothing to kind of bother you throughout the night, so you can just crack on. And it's better for lighting as well. Haven't got bloody sunlight pouring through the.
This is true.
Windows.
I've got like here we go, motion sickness. I've got like a blackout curtain thing, so
that's nice.
It's permanently dark in here. But also I fear opening that and like UV destroying all of my boxes and stuff.
just melting your body.
Well, no, but like all of my little these things couldn't really sustain a lot of sunlight exposed to them because otherwise they just go clouded.
Do you think if you open the curtain for a second, it will just completely
yellow? Yeah, everything will go yellow in a matter of 5 seconds or so.
Well, that's commitment.
That is commitment. I'm the opposite to you. I've always hated being awake during when everyone else goes to sleep. That is like a fear of mine always.
Well, why is it a fear? What are you scared of?
I don't like
missing out on something.
I don't like being alone. I don't like being alone in the world. Well, not the world, but in this hemisphere, like in our time zone. I've always just don't know. I think it's a pretty irrational fear that's just carried through from my childhood. But this got deep.
If you're awake and you're working from like your room, then the amount of people in there it's not going to change at night, is it?
No, but do you not?
You haven't got like filled with people in the daytime.
Can you not feel the disconnect from the rest of where you are in the world? That everyone is asleep and you're just awake. I don't know.
That's what I like.
I've never said this out loud, and I hate it. I regret it.
You can feel the fear in yourself.
Yeah. So
no, I like the disconnect. It's just easier just to crack on without people niggling you and.
No, this is true.
Yeah.
You've got some things to do during the day, which takes away from your own time. So I could fully understand why you want to take advantage of the peace and the quiet during the night
Exactly.
time.
It is quite hard when you've got kids kind of going, Daddy, the Minecraft block.
Did you ever do that? Because you told me that you were meant to be helping him with that, but then you spent the next half an hour texting me. So did you ever give him all of your undivided attention?
Well, I watched them play Minecraft and they build like redstone mechanisms and stuff.
Wow, you know your stuff, mate.
Yeah, of course I do. I mean, I've watched it for the past like 6 or 7 years constantly. So it's pretty good. It's a good educational tool, but it gets a bit boring, just sitting there watching it.
Have they ever made a piston door?
Have I ever made a piston door?
Yeah.
Me personally.
Have you ever made a piston door?
No, I have not, because I don't see the point in making anything in Minecraft. Because you make it and then what? There's no goal to attain to, is there? You leave it. You've got a piston door saved in memory. Great.
I mean, that could be said about any game ever.
Well, yeah, but at least in most games, like old games, you have a goal, don't you? You've got an objective. You need to get to the end. You've got something to aim towards. Whereas Minecraft, it's like life, but in a virtual blocky environment. You're just pissing about, wasting time. I can do that in real life. I can do that.
Yeah. So what is that computer behind you, and is that your next video? Because I thought that was your last video. Is that a different one?
Well, no, but see that is so. If during one of my thrift videos last year, there was a shop in Magdalen Street in Norwich.
Oh yeah, it was shopping like it was. What's the video called? Shopping like it's buying computers, selling
a computer,
selling.
like
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I got there in the well. I didn't get there, but I remember it being like a shop selling computers like it's.
Yeah. So there was this. It was like this stationery shop which was stuck in the 90s, literally selling all 90s stationery equipment. And this old bloke was closing down, and he had that computer in the window. And he was like, "Oh yeah, are you interested in this computer? It's good for word processing and spreadsheets." And he was selling that like it was a modern day piece of equipment. This was 2019, so I bought it off him for like 50 quid. And I'm gonna make a video specifically about that, about what is on it, because I haven't booted it up.
What if there's nothing on it?
Well, then it's a shit video. It's just.
Would you still put it out in the suspense that there could be something good?
Yeah. Well, you watched my last mystery PC video, didn't you?
I did, but that one, that's how I discovered your channel. By the way, that was the first video I saw. So that one had a very good outcome.
So that could hold some absolute gems.
But then again, I don't see that man utilizing that computer.
Well, do you know him? Have you met him?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Is your uncle? Is he? But you come from Jersey, so everyone you know is on an island. So
yeah, but everyone knows that the location to migrate to from Jersey is Norwich. So that's the no-brainer. So that was my granddad. He just moved over 10 years ago. No, but what I meant to say though,
started the entire population of Jersey.
What I meant to say though was that he was. I thought in the video, and correct me if I'm wrong. I'm correcting you on your own video. Did you not say that he was selling his computer equipment from the shop? Not like it was he wasn't selling it as if it was a brand new item that was never used. He used it. He was closing his shop and selling it. It was like a liquidator selling his assets.
All the stationery he had was from the 90s still. He had like Visual Basic 3 books, and he had like IBM stuff and like all this ancient stationery. I don't know how he survived in business for the last 25 years.
He's been closing down for 25 years, selling all of his stuff. That's brilliant.
But yeah, he was selling it like it was a new computer. He was kind of making sure I knew that he had used it before. Like he knew he couldn't get away of saying it's like a what's a new processor, i9 or something, or some spanking new piece of equipment.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's still bloody cool, and I fingers crossed for porn.
Yeah, I mean, if there's nothing on there, then I'll just like download your stash and stick it on there. And
yeah, I'll send that to you on a floppy disk in the post. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the world at the moment, and you obviously have an office which is quite literally packed with all things retro computing and gaming. So it's not exactly like your content is going to be few and far between during this time, unlike potentially myself, who's got to order Chinese handhelds, that's all on hold. But is this going to affect you in any way? Can you rest your audience assured that there is not going to be any delay that's longer than normal in your content uploads?
Well, I mean, my content uploads are regular at best anyway, so people aren't going to notice if I don't do a video for a couple of weeks. Well, you know, they probably will expect it. So, I mean, no, it's easy. It's easier to make content now because I haven't got to like get up at the crack of dawn and take the kids to school and then sort them out after school and stuff. So I can just come to the office at night and crack on when no one's about, thus avoiding the coronavirus cunningly. And yeah, it should be same as normal.
Should be fine. Plus, you could just disguise any potential delay in your average normal delays anyway.
Exactly. And plus, I always find the videos I do make, which get the most views, are not about anything I've got in the office. They're about things like metaphysical things, like companies of the past.
Ah, yes.
Stuff which I can just use resources I've already collected from. So I can just knock out a crap load of videos at home if I want to.
Yeah, you're lucky. I haven't ever found a topic that I could make sort of like an intangible, topic to cover. I did do a little thing today. I said like tweet me your Game Boy collections, and I've got like 50 or so pictures of stuff that I'm going to go through. Don't know if it's going to be like a main channel video, but who knows. What about second channel? Are you gonna step up the production of content on there now that there's a lot of people waiting and watching?
You are pushing me, aren't you? I mean, you're like, I've got enough to do, Elliot. You know.
I'm acting on behalf of the Nostalgia Nerd subscriber base.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I do have plans to talk about stuff I've got, which is crap, not worth putting on the first channel.
Welcome to the Retro Future 2.
Yeah, that was the plan all along. Like the box of Royal Mail stamps, I got the collection pack, and I want to talk about that. I can't put that on the main channel because it's crap. So if I get time, I'll do it on the second channel.
What you could do is a monthly series, which was like you could abbreviate it to like TCFM, which is like too crap for main. I don't know, something like that, where you could just like anything that you acquire that you think is really cool. Like I picked up this really cool Polaroid film camera. It's the first Polaroid camera ever made. Don't think I could squeeze out a main video on it, but imagine. And then I also picked up a typewriter, which I love, and I've been using that. So it's not quite main channel single video worthy, but you could do like it's almost like a PO box, but it's your personal things that you've acquired. I don't know what the word is for that, but things that you've actually acquired yourself that you really like, but just can't make a main video out of.
That cupboard behind me is literally full of stuff like that. Stuff which I thought, I'll get that and I can make a video on my second channel. But because it's such low priority, I never get around to doing it. Like I've got like a full set of Muscle Men in there. So I want to make a Muscle Men video and just be like, look at these rubber bastards. And then here's the Muscle Men game and just make a quick video. But I haven't had the time to do it.
Yeah. Well, maybe you might find that time. We could be like this for the next 6 months.
What, having a conversation?
Hopefully. Hopefully.
I hope not.
We're 6 minutes in and it's already bleak. No, but what about tutoring, your homeschooling, did you say children before? Or I didn't hear singular.
Yeah, they're children. They're not like goblins.
No, but I didn't know if you said more than one. But are you going to put on a hat and go give them a retro computing lesson?
I mean, they already know quite a lot about retro.
Do they? That's cool.
They know about Spectrums and Ataris and Amigas and how they load and stuff.
That's awesome.
But because I've kind of fed that to them from a young age, they also don't care as much about it anymore.
Do they play any Gameboys or do they jump on any retro consoles at all?
Not really. I mean, they play loads of games on their tablet.
Right.
They'll play like Sonic and emulated games, but not the actual hardware, the original hardware, because it's just a faff to set up.
Is it though? Because
well, it is for them. They
just dart between Gameboys.
Yeah, but I mean, I've given them a Game Boy before with a normal screen, and they're like, this is shit. I can't do anything. And I haven't got a backlit one, so,
Yet.
Well,
that was hopefully one of the things we were going to do when I came over, but that was delayed rudely by a worldwide pandemic.
Yes, it was.
So that was all put on hold a little bit, but I'm still hoping that's going to happen one day. But what do you take interest in that you don't necessarily talk about on your channel, or is the only interest you have the stuff that you cover on your channel? Do you have any interests elsewhere?
Just masses of pornography.
Just so much of it, like you cannot even.
Yeah. Literally through there is our reception, and I went and picked up a massive box of old VHS tapes from some bloke last year, and he had all these other ones like scribbled away, and I was like, "What about those ones? You getting rid of them?" And then he pulled them out, and there was all these vintage 70s pornography and tapes and 80s pornography tapes.
Oh, God.
Like Slutty Finger 4 and stuff like that.
Oh, mate, I've got this... the funniest shit happened when I was younger. We used to go to... I don't even know if it was legal, and I don't even know what's going on, still to this day.
This is going to be live on YouTube.
Well, it's not. I wasn't doing anything illegal. I think it's fun to
Alright.
talk about pornography on the second
Okay.
channel.
Okay.
But yeah, it was at the 99p store, okay? And at the counter, there was this cardboard box with DVDs that were in just like plastic sleeves. They weren't in boxes or anything. And they just had Sharpied at the top what they were. And they were all 99p each. I think maybe it was like 3 for 99p. And me and my friends were really bored and we bought like 6 or something of them, 9 or something, and we just went back to mine and just put a DVD on. And when we were flicking through the box of DVDs, we saw one that was aptly named Ben Dover, which is that classic joke about, when you say, calling for Ben Dover, blah, blah, blah. And it was just this straight up just porn movie for like an hour. It was like a full feature length movie of just porn. But still to this day, I don't actually think that was anything to do with 99p Store's regular supply of stock. I think just the boss who owned that specific outlet was just flogging his DVDs under the table for his own pocket. I don't think it was actually...
He was just selling his collection for 99p.
I don't think it was actually I don't think it was actually 99p Store stock from their regular brand. I think it was just the boss's DVDs that he was just using his shop that he manages just to sell his collection of porn.
How many did he have of the same copy? Were they all different DVDs, or was it just like
it was different DVDs, but there was obviously scattered in between it. He was just sneaking in a couple of his porn movies.
So the box had no indication that it was porn.
You're really keen on this. You're really keen. Where's the porn? Does the shop still exist? No, I don't remember if it was a box of porn movies. I just remember.
It just seems funny, like if it was a completely different box and there was people at the 99p store buying stuff for their kids and stuff, and it was just hardcore porn.
No, I don't remember. I just remember there being a cardboard box on the counter, and I was flicking through, and I think we just picked up some regular movies, and then we saw a couple that were interesting. We were like 13 and 14 at the time. There was no questions of our age at the counter. And we just got it home. We were just like, what the hell is this? But it just blew my mind that I bought that from the 99p Store, which is like,
Was this in Jersey, 99p Store?
Yeah, this was Jersey, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, screw you, man. Have you ever been to Jersey?
Have I ever been?
Yeah.
Well, no, but I've been to Dorset, so
It's pretty similar, just
pretty similar, isn't it?
pretty similar.
Never
just
see.
More beach. We have a beach in every parish of the island. So wherever no matter where you live.
Is there?
Yeah, but some of the beaches aren't really like ones that you can go and lie on. They're just like rock, like pebbles.
That's not a beach, is it? That's just like a rocky sea thing. Not a beach.
This podcast is going well. So, Peter, I recently bought you £250 worth. Well, I didn't buy it for you. I just bought it on your behalf of retro computers. That was over 2 months ago.
Oh, you did, didn't you? I forgot about. I was like, what's he talking about?
No way did you just forget that. And I have regular photos from a Stuart Ashen saying, still hasn't opened it, and he just sends me a photo and it's just in your hallway. Still in the wrapping, hasn't even opened it.
That's because I'm waiting to open it for my next unboxing video. So I can go, oh, look.
Yeah, but your last unboxing video was 6 months of content, of P.O. Box stuff.
You have to be patient, won't you? I mean,
No, I just want to know if it made it in one piece. I don't care about anything else.
Of course it made it in one piece. It's wrapped in bubble wrap galore. It's like birthday paper on the outside.
Don't spoil it.
What's going to happen to it? It's fine, isn't it?
Well, it did have to go over it. It did have to take a plane journey.
Yeah, but it's survived since the 1980s, so I'm sure it survived the plane journey from Jersey.
True.
It'll be right.
So apparently, one of the ones I bought you was the first laptop. Am I right in saying that? Or it was regarded as the first because the one before that was completely unwieldy.
Mate, I can't remember what you bought.
Edison X.
Epson?
Oh, Epson. That's it. Edison.
Epson HX10, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's one of the first proper portable laptop. I mean, there were portable, luggable computers before that,
Right.
but that was the first kind of reasonable sized one. But then it's got a screen which is like literally 2 LCD blocks in height. So
Yeah, you're literally not going to get a lot on there at all. I thought it was going to be like a thing that you, like a plug-in, almost like a plug-and-play sort of ZX Spectrum type thing. Horribly wrong. No, it's literally like a calculator. Less pixels than a calculator.
It's got like spreadsheet functionality and stuff and word processing.
Spreadsheet?
But yeah.
What's that spreadsheet? Are you writing on two lines of pixels?
You can do that. You can put a spreadsheet in 2 lines.
Okay, I want to see a demonstration of that in the video. You just have to scroll! So you should draw a graph and you can't even look at it. Wait, what you did? Oh, then you have to print it, don't you?
Yeah, you can get a printer for it. Yeah.
It has a printer built in.
Oh, it's got the little thermal roll printer, hasn't it?
Yeah. I don't know if yours had that one though. I think yours was the one without it, but you can put it in that place.
Yeah, you can probably print the graph out onto the thermal paper, and then you're like, oh, look, a graph. And then you notice a mistake. You have to go back and then print out again, start again.
That sounds dreadful.
Yeah, but it's interesting. It's interesting.
True, and the keys did feel very nice. I've got a.
Did you open it and touch the keys?
It wasn't sealed.
Well, it's boxed, isn't it? What are you doing?
It's mine.
It's not yours.
Well, there was an overlap before you paid for it and I had bought it.
Oh, so you just touched the hell out of it for like 10
Mate,
minutes.
I used it for like 5 hours straight. Nah, Jay, I didn't know what I was looking at. I was just checking that if it was when I was in the shop. I was just checking that all of the keys pressed and there wasn't any issues. I'm joking. I didn't care that much. I just like tested 1 or 2, and it seemed fine. So then I just spent 100 of your pounds.
I appreciate it. It was still good value anyway. It was a good buy.
I mean, there was none on eBay with the box, so I still feel like you got a pretty good deal out of that. But I love, like my keyboard is like a retro IBM inspired, and
are we showing keyboards?
I've even got curly.
Look at this.
Is that wireless?
Yeah, it's wireless.
Look at you.
Shit, I'm pressing buttons.
Nostalgia nerd of the 70s, 80s, and 90s coverage has a modern wireless keyboard.
Yeah, well, it's the same reason that I don't use a video editing program in 1997 to make my fucking video.
True. Just cut some VHS and tape it together.
Exactly. I'm not in like a dark room with spools of tape. Like, come on, let's get this out.
But yeah, I love the feel of all. That's why like this Game Boy, although it's got like a modern IPS display in it, and then you get loads of comments saying, why don't you just use your phone? You don't get the same tactile input, and you're obviously, is that an IBM Model M or whatever it is in the background right there?
Where?
The other side, or is that just a generic keyboard that looks like a Model M?
Well, this one?
Yeah, I can't really see it, mate, so don't insult me.
That's an ICL.
Oh, well, there was still 3 letters, so I wasn't too far off. But you do have a Model M hung up on the wall. I saw it in your video, in your
I do.
studio tour.
But an ICL is like the British version of IBM anyway.
Oh, is it?
So, yeah. International Computers Limited, and because my dad used to work there. So I have a strong family connection to it. So anything ICL, I'm like, ooh, nice.
Strong-rooted heritage.
Indeed.
So, Nintendo. What is your relationship with Nintendo? And
random question.
no, because I'm obviously, and anyone from my channel is like predominantly Nintendo enthusiast. You do cover things like Genesis related gubbins, and I'm trying to think what else I've seen on your channel that's like console, not necessarily PC. But I don't see a lot on Nintendo.
Well, that's because I was never on that side of the fence in the 90s. I moved from a Spectrum to a Master System, and then to a Mega Drive, and I didn't really go near Nintendo.
Well, NES wasn't massively popular in the UK, was it? Which some Americans find.
Yeah, well, the Master System was about a quarter more popular than the NES, or a third more popular than the NES got to.
Yeah.
Over here. So by the time the Super Nintendo came out, a few of my mates had it, but I was starting to move on to Amigas and PCs by then, so I didn't really spend a lot of time on Nintendos. So I've got nothing against Nintendo. It's just it doesn't have that sort of same connection as Sega does, or any of the home computers.
Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Yeah. So you haven't really, but you do have some Nintendo stuff. You just don't have a lot of a sentiment.
I've got loads of Nintendo stuff. I've got NESs. I've got SNES. I've got N64,
And that's
GameCube, all the consoles.
You know what I would love to see you make a video on, and I don't think I could imagine anyone else that I'd want to make a video on it other than you.
Yes.
There is a 3D virtual headset for the Famicom.
Oh yeah, no, I nearly bought that the other day.
They're surprisingly cheap. You can buy them for like
Yeah.
100 quid sealed.
Well, this one was 40 quid on eBay, and it was sealed and brand new, and it didn't have to come from Japan either. So I
Wow.
was like, oh, that is nice. For whatever reason, bloody Discord sound is going on again. for whatever reason, I didn't buy it, and it was sold. So
That's gutting.
I'll come back to it, but it is interesting because I want to compare that to the Master System 3D of the time, which
Was the Master System goggles, or was it not just the glasses that had the flickering
Right, I need to find out where this bloody sound is coming from. Where's that sound coming from?
technical difficulties? Are they the ones that have the sort of the flicker that turns on one lens and then does the same on the screen that you're watching?
Yeah, they've got shutter.
Yeah, that's shutter one.
Mode.
Mode.
I can forget the words bit.
Shutter.
Mode.
What else sounds good? But it's the Famicom one the same, because that's like a full-fledged like thing.
I don't know. Probably. I mean, it was the prevailing technology.
It was,
at
yeah.
the time.
Shutter mode, TM.
Activate shutter mode.
Go gadget shutter mode.
I mean, it is quite bad though. Have you used one? Because it's not
No, I haven't. But I have just opened my eyes and closed, and I've had a similar effect.
I mean, you can see in 3D already, so that you don't really need to do that.
Some people still find it surprising that if you close one eye and you tell someone that you can only now see in 2D, they're like, no. But you're like, yes, because 2 eyes is how that works.
Yeah. But I think it's because when you first close your eye, you can still pick up on stuff, can't you? You're still used to how it looks.
Yeah, it's
Whereas
true.
if you talk to people who have only had one eye for years, they're like, "Oh, I really miss." It doesn't happen that often.
You know, just every week you just have a conversation with a pirate.
When you talk to pirates, they're always like, "Oh, I miss 3D."
I don't know, maybe in Jersey actually, because we're all so close to the beach. There's a lot of pirates out here.
Exactly. And that's probably how you got all your technology. Gameboys are just stolen off ships and.
Yeah, exactly. That was what was on the X marks the spot. It's just a treasure chest full of Gameboys. But no, I would like to see someone cover that, because I constantly see it on eBay. I see them on eBay all the time, and I feel like if I don't see a thumbnail with you with a power glove and the VR headset on, at some point in the near future, I will be disappointed.
You and me both, and my parents will be disappointed in me deeply.
Did you make a video? Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, there's so much crap in this office I need to go through, though. I need to stop buying new stuff, because then I forget about what I've already got, and this place just becomes a dustbin or a tip rather than an actual
You're
place
too
of
far
work.
gone already, mate. You can't make that decision now. It's too late.
I need to, because otherwise I can't work, and then I can't do more videos. So I need, like, I've got stuff like there. Like, I've got like an IBM fitness machine, which you plug into an IBM PC. You plug it into your exercise bike, and then you can like pedal down the roads on like some 1990s CGA DOS game on your exercise bike. I know. There's all this amazing stuff knocking around here, and I just need to make videos about it.
Wait, so at any point in that video, you going to be on a bicycle?
Of course I am.
Okay,
and you can plug it into
that video needs to happen.
Treadmill. Well, you can plug it into a what are those ones called where you go like that?
Oh yeah, gym lad out here. I know all the terms. I don't know. I got no idea what that's called.
Yeah, like the ski simulation ones. You can
Yeah,
plug it in,
keep
plug it in all
gesturing
that.
it. It's only more entertaining. I haven't got an idea what it's called.
I can't remember.
But yeah,
But
I would like to see that video. That would be quite cool. That would be a fun
yeah,
one.
that's what I mean. But I keep buying new stuff and then I forget about all this shit. So it's
That just adds
I
to
need to stop
the oh, look at this. I forgot I bought that 3 years ago. That's probably what's going to happen with all the stuff I've sent you. It's wrapped up like a birthday present. One day you're genuinely going to think, oh, who got me this birthday present?
well, I probably will. It'll be a nice surprise.
Oh,
I'll do like an unboxing in 2025 and be like, oh, from the retro future, before his channel died and plummeted into an oblivion.
oh, God. That's so horrible. Well, on that sad note,
You need to reach more people so they can know about backlit Game Boys and Game Boys with artwork on them. All these
what
exciting
else?
things.
What else that you watch in my videos, Peter?
That's all you do.
What? That is all. I'm telling you that is all you do.
That is it. Literally, I can watch 2 of your videos and they'll be exactly the same. And I'll be like,
Oh,
what?
I'm gonna take all of the time you've roasted me out of context in this video.
No. Your videos are really good.
Don't try and cover it back up again.
They are really good. I'm being serious. They're really good. But they are about Game Boys mostly and handheld and coloured screens. That's what they're about.
Oh my God, this has been amazing. This has been absolutely brilliant, Peter. Thank you very much for giving me your time. Thank you very much for joining me. I sincerely appreciate it. I hope you and your family and friends all stay very safe throughout this period of time.
Thanks. Same for you.
Thanks. Glad it's glad the feeling is mutual.
It's completely mutual, yeah.
Alrighty, dude. Thank you very much for watching, everyone.
Thanks.
And I'll catch you all
Bye.
in the next video. I'm trying to do an outro, Peter.
See you later.